Thank you for tuning in to TalkWad.com, the world's fastest growing internet radio network. Please check out all the other great shows on www.talkwad.com.
You're listening to rockslamradio.com. From our studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a groupie, throw some horns, and settle in for another fine show from rockslamradio.com.
Tried to pay my debt to the public radio, but all they told me was to go to the rodeo. I tried to pay my debt to the public radio, but all they told me was to go to the rodeo. Walk down an alley and a cloud was jingling. I stole his cowbell and I started ringing it. Walked down an alley and a cloud was jingling. I stole his cowbell and I started ringing it.
It's Madstreet Hotel with your host Michael Madstreet, featuring unsigned artists, unpaid guests, videos and music, and possibly a visit from the Lucid Stoner. Sit back and enjoy on your iPod, iPad, ThinkPad, or MaxiPad. And now, Michael Madstreet.
Hello. Welcome to Madstreet Hotel. Well, we hope this isn't your first visit, but if it is, you have a wonderful stay ahead of you. If you're checking in for the night, we have such lovely accommodations and suites overlooking the city lights with huge beds, fresh linens, and a tasty mint in the center of your pillow. But let's not focus on the pillow right now. We've got quite a show on the club level tonight. We're going to be listening to quite a bit of music and watching a few videos as well. Tonight, I tell you what, we're going to talk for a minute just about my favorite subject, which is music. You know, there are a lot of musicians out there that are just broke because clubs aren't paying them a decent wage. They're busy writing music, trying to perform. They've got music in their hearts. That's all they can do with their lives. They're like artists, starving. And we need to find a way to support these guys. And that's what this show's about. It's getting their music out there, getting it on the airwaves, getting it out on the internet, saving it for posterity. All of these programs are searchable and available on the internet. And by golly, these will be here, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. So if you are a musician and you've got some music and you want other people to hear it, send me a line, madstreethotel@gmail.com. And in the title, just put unsigned music for Madstreet Hotel. Send me an MP3, and I'll put it on the air here. I'll put a little video together for you, and we'll rock and roll. So the first thing we're going to do today, first song coming up, actually, we've got a commercial. Of course, you got to have sponsors if you're going to feed all the technicians in the booth and everything. So we've got some quite lovely sponsors here. And there we go.
Madstreet Hotel is brought to you by the makers of The Cheese Comb. 100% Wisconsin cheese is a secret to taming that dew. Eliminates perfumey odors that shampoos and conditioners leave behind. This is your ticket to people finding you dairy interesting. You will be the sharp-dressed man because your hygiene says cheddar. And by the makers of self-adhesive notes have done it again. Combine the practicality of a notepad with the pungent smell of fish. Great as a practical joke, they can be hidden under a colleague's desktop for months or even years. Even the most high-strung lady will question her own hygiene with one of these discreetly attached to her back. When the message stinks, it must be a fish note.
So those are our sponsors. Make sure you go out and get yourself a cheese comb today. I have 3 of them. I'm going to pass a couple around to the folks in the booth. Next, we've got a new segment on the show. Now, I'm sure you're waiting with bated breath for the next episode of Amsterdam and Gilly, but I'm deliberately building the tension It also takes quite a bit of time to produce one of those, so we're going to, maybe we'll see one next week or the week after next. But in its place, for the moment, is a little cartoon we like to call, it's brand new, Bologna Head and Pickle. Let's see how this goes over. No.
Dadgummit, Pickle. I'm tired of being tossed around to the back of the fridge like a meat byproduct.
Yeah, sure, Baloney Head. Now you better hide before the kids get home.
I guess you're right. It took me a week to grow back the lower part of my face in that after-school frenzy last Wednesday.
Your only hope is football practice and art club.
And I'm stuffed so full of preservatives, I will never go bad.
I hate to mention it, but you are looking a little dry around the edges.
I'm not in the mood, Pickle. You better jump back into the brine as well.
Yeah, but first I'm gonna check Fred Bread for mold. It could be our out today.
Well, good luck. I'm headed back next to the cottage cheese and the pickled beets.
That will only work until Leno comes on.
We're back. That was Orphan Blankenship, Confused City, a great tune. I think we're going to feature that a couple more times on this segment. Now that's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Yeah, they're paying attention in there. That's something unusual. Okay. Well, the next thing on our list is something we have fun with things like words. Do you like words? We love words here, and we have to put a lot of them together to make a show. String them together one by one, bit by bit, and so we pay attention to the trends, to things that are new and happening. You know, there's new slang and such out there. So we've got a segment we're going to call New Words. We're going to learn some new words here in just a second, and right after that, we'll be playing something. I think we're going to be touching base with the Lucid Stoner here pretty quick. I'll play Leaving, and then we'll have Lucid Stoner after we play that tune. But first, we're going with new words. Check it out.
Welcome to New Words. In our pursuit of honing the finest communication methods, Madstreet Hotel has come up with some entirely new words. We feel these words are critical to expanding our description of the human experience. Words like Philnique. Philnique is the appropriate word to describe a filling in your tooth that is shaped like Richard Nixon or the state of Pennsylvania. Rasmalden. Rasmalden is that noise in your transmission that sounds like someone clearing their throat. Also the word frit. Fret means any near silent sound that is accompanied with an odor. And the word gugknuckle. Gugknuckle is an uninteresting clod with a personality of an extension cord. Aspril. Aspril is a steel wool brush made for cleaning those places on your body where the sun doesn't shine. And Quimtucket. Finally, there's another word that rhymes with plucket for the bathroom stall. This has been New Words.
It's all in my head. 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 Sitting out this time for leaving. It's all in my head. 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 It's all in my head.
Oh, we made it back here. We're going to dial up our friend the Lucid Stoner. So let's see what we got here. I love that tune by Douglas Reynolds. It's a fantastic tune. All in my head. So it's one of my favorite segments here is the Lucid Stoner. Oh. We're working on it. Can you get my graphic up too for this? Okay. We're going to connect with our favorite guest here for more answers about life. He is literally the fool on the hill, watching the world go round. None of us have time to decipher the bigger picture that the Lucid Stoner is able to piece together with his altered and enlightened state of mind. LC, are you there?
Yes, Michael, I am here and quite freshly roasted for tonight's session.
Excellent. High potency weed connecting your synapses now.
My synapses are lying in a hammock, smoking a blunt and waving hello.
Well, hello back to your synapses. So, very good. Tonight's question, are you ready? It's
I am.
To be or not to be. It's kind of a morbid proposal, but with the economic and the climate scenarios, the religious hate mongers, and the ongoing violence, is it better to consider an alternative to living, as Shakespeare so aptly proposes, to be or not to be?
Michael, don't get me wrong. I love the Globe Theater and all the men dressed as women. King Lear, Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet. But I am afraid, again, you have the question wrong. Let me correctly phrase the question. Do be or not do be?
Do be or not do be?
If we would stop all this black and white, right and wrong bullshit posturing and start enjoying life as it is, throw in a pleasant but potent buzz now and then, perhaps we would not be so full of despair to consider death as the end to life's misery.
Well, that's nicely put, Mr. Stoner. And so, let me ask you, what is your answer to the rephrased question?
Doobie-doobie-doo, I got one for you.
Oh, I appreciate the thought. Thank you. Try getting that through the U.S. mail. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lucid Stoner.
Have a good night, Michael.
Have a good night. And we need applause for the end of that. I'll have to work on that. We'll have to work on that. Okay, we're going to move to another segment here that we like to call, if I can get the mouse back. We featured this last week, and I don't know how many people were watching or saw this, but I find this quite interesting. Mips. Meep. 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 Mips. Mips. Is this one?
Laugh, 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 laugh. Even though it's hard not to cry. Laugh, 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 laugh. Even though you really, really want to die. I know you want your space. I know you want your time. I know we used to ask, is it your place or mine? You packed your stuff. I know it's in your car. I know you're late for somewhere. But here we are. Laugh, 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 laugh. Even though it's hard not to cry. Laugh, 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 laugh. Even though you really, really want to die. Laugh, 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 laugh. When all your dreams turn to rain. Laugh, 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 laugh. If you want your world to ever, ever be the same. I know we said goodbye. We both have tears. I know it's hard enough to remember all those years. I know we started young and we tried real hard. I know we grew apart. Too long ago and too far away for us to find that love that would have steered us the other way. Sometimes I find myself dreaming, you and I are still one. Even though I wake up, it can never be undone. Laugh, 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 laugh. Even though it's hard not to cry. Laugh, 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 laugh. Even though you really, really want to die. Laugh, 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 laugh. When all your dreams turn to rain. Laugh, 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 laugh. If you want your world to ever, ever be the same. Laugh, 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 laugh. Even though it's hard not to cry. Laugh, 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 laugh. Even though you really, really want to die. Laugh, 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 laugh. When all your dreams turn to rain. Laugh, 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 laugh. If you want your world to ever, ever be the same. you love me? I love you. Won't you love me? Even in the darkest hour, even in the brightest day, even in the darkest hour, to
That was another fine show from rockslamradio.com. Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to TalkWad.com, the world's fastest growing internet radio network. Please check out all the other great shows on www.talkwad.com.